Will Smith's ex-wife's hair will never grow again. Although she has a lot of money and her husband is one of the richest in the world, her hair will never grow again. Most people claim that her husband sold her hair to the devil in exchange for money and fame. But in a few seconds, I'll tell you what really happened. Her name is Jada Pinkett Smith, whose real name is Jada Corinne Pinkett. American actress-singer Jada Pinkett Smith was born on September 18, 1971, in Maryland, United States. Very attracted to dance, she continued her studies at the Baltimore School for Death, where she spoke about the future rapper Tupac, and at Caroline Dunor's School of Death. She will finally decide to change course towards Los Angeles to begin a career as an actress. She meets Will Smith and gives him 2 children. But ever since their fame began, her hair has been falling out and not growing. For other people, she would have signed a pact. But no. In reality, she suffers from a chronic illness called allopathy, which causes her hair loss. And you? Will you be able to stay with a woman without any trace of hair? Your answer in comments. Jaden Smith banned his father Will Smith from coming to his house and even said that if it happens that he has passed away, he should keep his inheritance to himself. He doesn't need it anymore. Since the separation of his 2 parents, Jaden Smith has been going through a very difficult time. Sometimes you will notice it with very strange clothing. In the meantime, they thought he was crazy, but he wasn't. Take a break and prepare yourself. I'm about to take your breath away. Why does Jaden Smith forbid his father from coming to his house anymore? You are no doubt that Will's wife cheated on her husband with her son's best friend. Television said that she announced to him her face-to-face. That really hurt Will Smith. But the damage is done. The separation of both parents had an impact on their child's life. Jaden Smith went from that man to that man, like the video. Following numerous arguments, and on several occasions, Jaden Smith announced on his Instagram account that his father no longer comes to his house, and that he is keeping his inheritance for himself. Will Smith is an actor who revolutionized the world of cinema. Everything he touches turns to gold.
Hello guys, you are watching official Kingsbit TV. Ope lifestyle, Ope talks on history, Ope talks on heritage, culture. The right place to watch official Kingsbit TV. To YouTube and subscribe to our channel. She said let's talk segment. You will know everything pertaining our rear and planetary and everything you want to know about marriage and relationship. Kingsbit TV. Moments delivered.
Here are perhaps the stupidest things billionaires have spent their money on. Dada Piyush, an Indian businessman, owns the most expensive shirt in the world. It is worth around $250,000 and is made entirely of pure gold. The shirt ended up being stolen a few years later, and Dada himself did not survive. Here is the most expensive dog collar in the world, purchased for $3.2 million. It was made with over 1,000 diamonds and contains 52 carats. However, the company that made these collars said that they are not in high demand, given that they have no real use and weigh heavily on the cost of the dog. And this person spent $30,000 on a Louis Vuitton bag that looks like an airplane. Although it is one of a kind, this bag is not at all practical. It's very difficult to transport, and believe it or not, its price has risen to $60,000. And you, what do you think? Give your opinion in comments. He is Lil Uzi, one of the richest artists in America. He can no longer sleep. He is chased by demons. What we call money is no longer a problem. Lil Wayne hasn't amassed a war chest comparable to that of Lil Uzi. Even less 6x9 He paid for everything, and I mean everything. Even Elon Musk trembles before him, because he did one thing that Musk and his NASA team did. Couldn't do it. While you are trying to pay half a lot, he has offered himself a planet. After you. Because in the star that I am willing to let you know, was not born with a golden spoon in his mouth. Uzi Vert Island, its real name, Simmer Woods, born July 31st, 1995 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States, is an American rapper and singer-songwriter. Lil Uzi Vert is noted for his mixes. With a diamond placed on his forehead, Lil Uzi paid for a lot of things: beautiful houses, beautiful cars, to the point of paying for a planet, thus becoming the first person to afford a planet. However, he can no longer sleep because he has paid for everything and everything. He declares, "I am exhausted from life. I no longer have feelings. I can't sleep anymore because all my plans have come true." And what do you think of this? Your answer in the comments. You can never imagine what is hidden behind the celebrity of this artist. Look at this, and look at this. He has always his head down, even if he wants to take a photo with his wife. Subscribe yourself, and I'll give you everything in a few seconds. You see him often in the courts with his head down, but you never asked why. He is Travis Scott, formerly stylized Travis Scott. Of his real name, Jack Bermond Webster II, born on the 30th of April 1991, in Houston, Texas, is a rapper, singer, producer, musician, actor, mannequin, and American artist. He has multiple functions. He is a favorite artist, since he collaborates with a lot of Grande's brands. He had started in 2013 with the mixtape Owl Pharaoh. He had his first rodeo album in 2015, and it was quickly placed in the top 5 of the rappers with his single Antidote. Today, he holds the role of American rap. Since he is famous, he appears always with a face on his earth, which has surprised Ronaldinho when they wanted to take a picture together in the park. He was asked about CE subject, but his answer has let everyone get in. Lil Wayne doesn't have a wife despite his wealth. He never married, and he never introduced his wife. All the children Lil Wayne has had have different mothers, and he has never introduced his wife. I know you don't believe, but I'm going to tell you everything. We all know that Lil Wayne has a lot of money, but he has never declared himself married. Let me tell you, Lil Wayne had never had a relationship with a woman. He met the woman for the first time, thanks to his dad. Lil Wayne's dad once came home with a very beautiful woman. At the moment, Lil Wayne was only 8 years old. A beautiful girl came to him, and he locked Lil Wayne in the room with the girl, and left. You imagine what will happen next. This completely traumatized Lil Wayne's life. A few years later, Lil Wayne got into music. He had great success, which is undeniable today, and all American rappers give him a lot of respect. He was so rich that every woman he met was content with his wealth. She doesn't care about her soul. Every time he loves a woman, he is not loved in return. The action was repeated several times. To worry about the future of your children and forget about love. If you are a fan of Lil Wayne or not, let me comment if Lil Wayne's decision is the best. Lil Wayne has seen it all and done it all. He now wants to die to conquer heaven. While you seek to live a long time, he seeks to die to be content. May God give you a long life. Type in comment, Amen. Lil Wayne, real name Dwayne Michael Carter, born September 27, 1982 in Louisiana, is a rapper artist, also producer and entrepreneur. In the musical field, he enjoyed success. He is a rapper to be feared because all American rappers are afraid of him. Give him a hat. It fills you to know that if Lil Wayne is still alive, it's thanks to this white man. At age 12, he was shot while in the bedroom. The police knocked on the door. He was just lying in front of them. They began searching the room for drugs and other suspicious items. At the same time, there was a white man who came and yelled at them. You don't see that this little one is dying, and he took the little one. He saved his life. Lil Wayne is now known all over the world. He has luxury cars, luxury houses. He travels all over the world. Today, I have passed death, and now I am ready to leave if the time has come. And you don't leave without saying something to Lil Wayne. Rick Ross wanted to challenge the father of American rap, who is Lil Wayne. But what Lil Wayne did next will totally take your breath away. They are currently in a very serious moment. Only 2 legends of American music are shaking social networks in these 2 days. Lil Wayne is very angry. He gave Rick Ross 48 hours to meet in the ring. Hold on tight. This isn't about fighting or battle rap, but rather something that can take your breath away. I'll explain it to you right away. Scrape the subscribe button for me. It starts very strong. It was a party called After the Night of the Lamborghini, After the World of Fire. They have to cross paths in a ring, and everyone carries the money they earned in rap. Who do you think will be the richest between the 2 rappers? Your answer in comments. They have to cross paths in a ring, and everyone carries the money they earned in rap. Who do you think will be the richest between the 2 rappers? Your answer in comments. She is the most beloved daughter of North Korea's President Kim Jong-un. She is the most protected girl in the world, and when we talk about protection itself, Vladimir Putin stands aside. When she passes, she breaks and rebuilds everything in her path, and all the authorities, the senior executives of her country, give her hats. According to today's news, France 24, she is the richest of all the children of her generation. His wealth is estimated at $8 billion, the wealth of certain leaders of African countries. Her name is Kim Jo-hae, born February 19, 2013, and the daughter of North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un and his wife Ri Sol-jun. For some time now, we have noticed that she is always at her father's side, whether at the stadium or in a military parade. Since her first public appearance in November 2022, North Korean state media have referred to her as Kim Jong-un's beloved and respected daughter. She's the most protected girl in all of Korea. Despite the conditions and rules of life of North Koreans, she is above all laws. In all of North Korea, she is the only girl her age allowed to use a cell phone. According to journalists, she was chosen by Kim Jong-un as his successor to replace him upon his death. This explains why Kim Jong-un considers his daughter as a future heiress of the country. According to experts interviewed by AFP, North Korea is starting to build a cult of adoration for this girl. Will you agree to adore a little girl because she is the president's daughter? Your answer in comments. Lionel Messi's house costs $6 million. The House of Messi, a harmonious blend of modernity and elegance, offers a glimpse of the player's exquisite taste. Clean lines, bright spaces, and meticulous attention to detail make this property a true masterpiece. Messi is not only a football genius, but also a lover of luxury. Its residence includes world-class leisure facilities, offering relaxation areas such as a sparkling swimming pool and even its own personal football pitch. Despite worldwide fame, Messi's house offers private spaces where he and his family can enjoy tranquility. From lush gardens to secluded corners, privacy is a priority. This is a captivating overview of the house of Lionel Messi. If you enjoyed this visit, be sure to stay tuned to discover more of the private lives of your favorite personalities. Thank you for joining us on this exclusive exploration. Do not forget to subscribe. Did you know that Lionel Messi has a tattoo of every member of his family? The first tattoo he got was his mother's face on his back. She was the most important woman in his life, and that is why he paid tribute to her. Without her, Messi would not be where he is today. He then had his first son, Tiago, tattooed. Afterwards, he decided to get his hands tattooed. As his family grew, he added more tattoos. He tattooed their name and date of birth, including his wife's name, Antonella, on his right leg. Sometime later, he decided to put his wife's lips on her lower abdomen, symbolizing the strong commitment of their marriage. That's why he has a crown on his bicep, just like Antonella. Messiah is a fan of tattoos. He has them everywhere. That is why he could not miss the image of Jesus, with the crown of thorns on his shoulder. This is due to his deep faith in Christianity and his family. Finally, it has the lotus flower, meaning and rebirth. This symbolizes who rose from nothingness to world glory. 6ix9ine has decided to come and help all African countries with all his wealth because he is feeling bad about his money. 6ix9ine is one of the artists who have love for the black continent. He is one of the richest artists on the planet. Look at his cars, look at his luxury homes, look again. When his fortune was studied, it was realized that he can pay the whole of Asia, and his fortune will never end. Take a second to like this video. I'll show you why 6ix9ine he made this decision and why it's Africa who chose it. 6ix9ine, also called Tekashi 6ix9ine, real name Daniel Hernandez, born May 8, 1996 in New York in the borough of Brooklyn in the United States, is an American rapper and songwriter. In August 2023, he was arrested and thrown into prison. And for his return to the world stage, the rapper changed his policy and opted for a completely new style. He declared his love for the African continent, and he traveled to Africa for the filming of his music video, where he distributed money, food, and spent a good time with the menu children to try to inspire them show that nothing is over yet. This gesture surprised everyone and left many internet users in tears. You who like 6ix9ine's gesture, your reaction in the comments. Cristiano Ronaldo's new house is worth $600 million. The most luxurious homes in the world belong to sports enthusiasts. But CR7's is far from the norm. This C-shaped house of 16 commercial and sporting initials, CR7, has everything to flatter. Let's be clear, this is just a concept straight from the imagination of a Cuban architect based in Miami. In Lower Miami, and is only accessible by boat or by air. Here on natural rock, it stands on 3 levels, with 5 bedrooms, a living room, a spacious kitchen, a gym naturally for a professional athlete, and a man of cinema. All bathed in the freshness of a waterfall. Outside, there is an heliport and a swimming pool that opens and closes to change functions. The house is durable, equipped with solar panels. However, there is no outdoor football field, as the architect added. Really, what can I say? CR7 is not only the GOAT on the football fields, and even beyond football. Do you think otherwise? He's so rich that he feeds his horses into Ferraris, a beautiful villa, over 200 cars, a personalized private jet, a $20 million diamond watch, diamond keys and chains, and briefcases of cash. He is the richest rapper in America. He's Rick Ross, the boss of all time. His wealth is inestimable. He is on his way to buying all the cars in his country. Given the stigma of hip-hop and the lyrics that are spoken, knowing that Rick Ross was a former correctional officer would not have been good for his reputation. Eventually, photos were leaked in 2008, and Robert initially denied it was him. Although more evidence was presented, and he was forced to admit that he had previously worked in corrections. Rick Ross is one of the richest rappers in the world, and his career in music is still fresh and relatively new. At its core, hip-hop is an art that comes from the streets. Rappers have often experienced hardship, and they talk about it at the bottom of buildings. This is the girl who has been talking to her on the networks after being shown on the Red Roo at the Cannes Festival. The state of her skin suscites diverse reactions from the internet after this video was broadcast on the social networks. If you have never seen such a skin, I'll show you today, in this video. Most people think that she was burned by the acid, and for other people, it is suffering from a skin disease. But in reality, the real reason is a bit more complex. This video, and I'll explain what is happening. Who was she? Winnie Harlow, her real name, Chantel Brown Young, born on July 1994, Toronto, is a Canadian mannequin, aged 19, who is being known on social networks, thanks to her steps and her participation to the show America's Next Top Model USA. At the age of 17, she becomes one of the most followed by Twitter and Instagram, thanks to her posts of sexy videos. She becomes more viral after her separation with the rapper Wiz Khalifa. In reality, Winnie Harlow is suffering from a disease called vitiligo, a disease that leads to the degradation of the skin by the depigmentation. But she, despite her disease and the state of her skin, she does not stop posting funny and sexy videos on the networks. And what do you think of Winnie? Your answer in comment. He was born in 1972 in California. He was from a family of professional catchers. His father and his grandfather were both known catchers. He had killed Hiswa Speed, a videasta, after he was the cause of his failure to fight against his adversary, a victim of harassment at school since his youngest age. He was passionate for sport. He played American football, in high school, at university, and he even tried to make a career in the NFL. But a wound on his back will end his dreams of professional football. After his wound, he turned to catch, following the traces of his father. He quickly experienced success in the world of catch, becoming one of the fighters the most popular of the WWE. He has won many titles of champion, and has become known for his charisma and his eccentric personality. He is also one of the actors, the most bankable of Hollywood. In addition to being an actor, he is also a professional producer. He has produced several of his own films, as well as television series. Dwayne Johnson is currently in couple with Lauren Hatchian, a singer and a producer. They have daughters together, and he is known as a devoted father. She is the queen of all women, the one who makes men's hearts vibrate every time she passes. With charming beauty in the eyes of all men, hundreds of billions fought for her. She is so beautiful, Americans call her the Queen of Angels. It is they who would like to say the Queen of the Angels. Who is she and why such beauty? Hold on tight and I'll explain everything to you in this video. First of all, think about your Christmas. She is Beyoncé, sometimes called by her full name Beyoncé Knowles, or even by her married name Beyoncé Carter, born September 4, 1900. In 1981, in Houston, Texas, is an American singer, songwriter, dancer, musician, and actress. For each of her performances, Beyoncé spends a sum of $540 million, or 491 million euros, to organize her performance in just 90 minutes. Who would be the fortune of the great French artists? Beyoncé was ranked 88th in Forbes' annual ranking of the richest women in America, with net worth $777 million. Beyoncé is at the top of the ranking produced each year by the magazine People. With a 15-year career under her belt and 16 Grammy Awards, the R&B singer is described as a force of nature in show business and an icon in terms of beauty and style, according to People magazine. Do you really think that Beyoncé is the most beautiful woman in the eyes of all women? Your answer in the comments and subscribe.